Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of the DNVR Rapids podcast. And it's a hell of a winner's lounge here. Late night, baby. Oh, what a game. I'm your host, Mitchell Carroll, joined, of course, the illustrious return of our sweet, sweet cowboy super. Yeah.
Man, I was lost in the Toyayathon.
I had to sing your jingles. It was all bad. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're here. And of course, the man who held it down with me in Yaya's absence, downtown Duane Brown.
I got no Yaya-thon. I can't compete with that.
No, that was really good.
I can't. That was really, really good, Yaya.
What a night. What a night. Rapids. This felt like the Portland game, except they weren't giving up goals. Rapids tie 1-1, win in penalties to move on in Leagues Cup. And boy, it was a dramatic one. Maybe one of the most dramatic goals in Rapids history.
Yeah.
Is that hype? I mean, that's kind of crazy, but it might be.
Dramatic, yes, for sure. Drama, like just how things unfolded at the very end with the ref feeling like it's against the Rapids the whole time. I didn't feel it, but Duane was telling me that's sentiment many people had. But just having everything go against you, just to kind of tie it to move on again, just feels so good. It has my heart pounding. I feel like a young boy again in love.
Welcome back, Yaya. I missed you, bud. Duane, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm good, dude. You know what? My favorite thing, I told Yaya this. You can agree with me or don't. I don't really care.
Oh, okay, good.
This was a karma win against that referee.
Hell yeah.
That referee did everything he could to push Leon on, and all the Rapids did was give him a finger at the end. And it was just the best karma in your face win to that referee in the history of giving it to the referee. I cannot be more happy about a referee getting his just desserts than what we just did to that man. Love it.
Shout out to what Ryder just put in the Toyota chat presented by the 2024 4Runner. Silence the Leon fans. The Leon fans threw us a green smoke grenade on the field in like the 88th minute. It wasn't over. Or maybe it was the 90-something minute. Whenever it was too early. Too early. Suck it.
How did they even get that in? Like, I know how that. We got in real easy. We got in easy tonight.
Oh,
not a lot of checking.
Crazy. I brought along from the DNVR Nuggets podcast, Brendan Vogt, and one of my buddies from high school. We had a blast. We were in 121, right next to C38. So we were right down there for the goal. I actually hadn't been to a Rapids game for fun, except for the one time I guess we all went with work, right? When all of DNVR went to a game, and just chilled out in the stands, and goddamn, it was awesome. I need to do this more often if this is what it's like.
It's fun.
It was great.
I think you'd enjoy it.
Oh, blast. Absolute blast. Just scenes. All right, let's get into it.
I'm sorry. I was getting lost in the comments there for a moment.
You're good. You're
Toyota
good.
chat's going off.
Let's go. 20. Oh, look at the Toyota chat. Wisconsin. Damn it, Bobby. Even our guy Alec Gwynn, Mark Designs hopping in. Hell yeah. Jarrett, B-Ray, Crash, Philip. Everybody's in here. Wick. I even saw Vacation Kevin. hanging out in there
Yep.
somewhere?
He's in
Let's
from
go.
Mexico.
Schmeeman. Man, everybody's in here. Hell yeah, you love to see it. Let's get into the game. This game was fun from the jump. This was both ways. Chances, not really dangerous, but opportunities. The first 15 minutes was like one way. Half chance. What a pace. It was fun. How'd you guys feel from the jump? Confident? Because I came in telling Vote that we were going to lose by a lot. I was not feeling it.
Yaya and I are laughing because we thought the first half was pretty boring.
Really?
Yeah, I thought, I'm like, there's not much going on, just a lot of bad passes both ways. It didn't feel like there was any rhythm to the game.
No one
felt
was
very
getting
stagnant.
Yeah.
I'm like, it felt like there just wasn't a lot of movement. But I mean, to each his own, right? Like boring something is like fun for somebody else. It's just however you enjoy to watch the game.
Yeah. I guess I just didn't expect. How am I gonna make this sound smart? You didn't
expect an even matchup.
Exactly, and it was more like attacking third to attacking third, nothing dangerous. But the Pits held their own the whole time. Like from every bit of that game, it never felt like they were in trouble. Right, and I mean at the very end it did, but like just flow of the game wise, they were in it the whole time. It was very impressive to me.
Yeah, and Leon is a really good team, man. We got to remember this team won the CONCACAF Champions League last year. They're a team that is pretty well respected in Mexico. They're considered one of the better upper halves. They're not having the greatest year this year, but they're a team that has a lot of talent. They're a team that built up from the bottom up, and you got to respect how you said, Mitch, you made a great point. You got to respect the Rapids for just keeping in with them, not letting down, not feeling intimidating, because whether you like it or not, it's a different style of play. It's a team that has a lot of history, and it plays in your head. It's like, oh my God, it's a Liga MX team, and being able to even overcome that kind of mentality block that a lot of MLS teams seem to have at times when they play Liga teams, being able to overcome that and actually be a better team than them tonight, it's a huge win for them.
Yeah. And, I guess you're right, because after I made that note about 15 minutes in, there wasn't another anything until well into the 30th minute. So you're right. It was pretty boring.
I got into a riveting discussion about Ninja Turtles. I was there with my buddy Phil and Michael and his kid. And we were talking about Danny Earls and the connection of the Ninja Turtles to the Colorado Rapids.
Real quick, who's your guys' favorite Ninja Turtle?
Donatello.
He took my Donatello.
We can both have Donatello. It's fine.
No, give me Rafael.
Donatello with the bow staff.
Yeah,
you guys both picked the nerd. Come on.
There's no Ninja Turtles without Donatello.
Honestly, it's hard to choose. Like, they're hard to choose. I kind of like them all.
I think Raph, skateboarding pizza guy. That's my guy.
That's Michelangelo.
Yeah, I was about to say that's Raph is the one with the two little swords in red.
Raphael's the one with the attitude.
Oh no, that's what I like. Attitude. Yeah, for sure. Good call.
Yeah, Michelangelo.
Well, they're all skateboarding pizza dudes. That's kind of their whole shtick.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This was the first half for me, Mitch. So there you go. What we just did.
Well, let's not make it the first half of our podcast. Real quick note: once Georgie came over for warm-ups, fantastic view of the haircut from where we were tonight. What a haircut!
Don't like it.
Why not?
I don't like it, man. I just don't like it. Personal opinion. Good for you. You like it, Georgie. You enormous. Some people can pull it off.
Bald
personally
Kings,
don't
babe.
like it. Like,
Bald Kings.
Mitch, you're one of those people. I like it. I don't like it for Georgie. There's something off when you have the mean guy haircut. When you have like the mean rich kid haircut, going bald just feels like now you're like an 8 Mile. You know what I mean? And that doesn't feel like Georgie's vibe, man. It's a vibe thing. It doesn't look good on him.
I kind of liked it because the second he came in, and we'll get into it later, but he had like an attitude, and it just kind of felt like he's just like hard, like angry Georgie.
It feels like this dude did prison time. I don't like that from one of my Rapids players.
Fair enough. I like representation, so need some baldness out there for me.
You got the coach. What else
That's
do you
true.
need?
Let's see. Vines kind of opened up, I thought, kind of towards the end of the first half, had a nice cross to Rafa that was, the keeper just was a step too. And then, I thought Vines overall had a nice response to a bad game in Portland. Wasn't obviously his best game, but he had energy, had some good crosses, was involved offensively pretty well. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think you can see him getting more comfortable in the system immediately. I did watch part of that Portland game, and he just looked off. All the passes were really off. Tonight, he had the same issue, but it didn't feel like he gave up. It didn't feel like he dropped his head like he has another moment where he kind of stayed a little bit more back because he's afraid to make that pass again. Today, it felt like he just kept saying, I'm just going to keep making this mistake until I get it right. And it feels like he finally got it right at the end. And that's why I felt like he was building more and more momentum as it went.
Duane, what do you think about Vinesy?
Better than Portland. It's a low bar, but
yeah,
Portland was bad.
Bad.
I thought he played okay. What I liked was that he was separated from Cole a bit, because I've said this before. I think Cole is a bit of a crutch for Vines because they're so comfy together. So you saw tonight, Sam's, at the end of the first half, he passed in, just missed Hoffa on that. But I like that pass was not to Cole and it was to Hoffa.
Right.
So I think that's a good thing. So better. The Cole crutch, maybe is moving off a little bit. I mean, they're great together, but I just want him to also be great with the other guys up front. So maybe he's getting there.
Right. Yeah. I don't think by any stretch to agree with Wisconsin. I don't think he was great, but he was actively, an agent of loss in that Portland game. So
yeah, I think what stood out the most today was the confidence, right?
Yeah.
Whether it was good or bad, how I said, he didn't drop his head. He kept trying to go forward. He wasn't afraid to make that pass again next time. And that's kind of what you want from him. Because you've seen in other games that one bad pass leads to an even worse pass. And today we didn't get that horrible side of him that steamrolled really quick from a small mistake.
Yeah. Ronan, pretty gnarly yellow. That was pretty he earned it. He earned that yellow at least. And then right before the half, did you notice the sun came out a little bit and hit the metal over the east side of the stadium, and there was a rainbow behind it. It looked really nice. I took a picture and put it in the game thread. It was pretty.
A nice double rainbow today.
Yeah, it was great. And then Steffen with I don't know, it's probably his third save of the game, but definitely the biggest save to that point. Right in the 44th minute, Leon had a 3-on-1, and he just came up huge over and over and over. But this is where it was oh, okay, we're getting a Zack game. Let's go. People were going crazy down there. It was really fun. Cole gets a yellow. I didn't see why he got that yellow. It was on the other side of the field.
Because of the ref.
Because of the ref. Okay. Fair enough.
The guy sucks.
Sure.
Technically, it was the ref.
That's my deep analysis. That's why.
Love it. Into the second half. Another Vines, this time to Lewis, but was just again just a step off. But immediately they're finding something. And then the other way, Steffen with a huge save. That was 3 minutes into the first half. Just immediately came back right going. And then minute 54, Georgie came through. And this moment to me, I don't know if it's a contender for our moment of the game later, but the second he came on to the field, the game completely flipped. Immediately it was good chance on the ball. He was, intercepting passes. Like everything worked better with him back. And obviously, like, we know missing Georgie is a big deal. Like, that we're not splitting the atom with a statement like that, but immediate impact. Yeah, immediate.
Yeah, man. Now it gets me more curious. What happens with Cole? Do they give Cole a break because he has started every game? He has played every game. Do you want to give that guy a break and you put Georgie back in and you keep the same lineup? Because you did see Cole get a little lost today. You saw him kind of not be found for a lot of the first half. And when Georgie came on, he became even more of, you can't even find him on that pitch anymore, just because of where Georgie was occupying. It's where Cole was more used to occupying these last couple of games. So I wonder if they just move Cole to the left or they just give him a break. But the Georgia impact is you have to keep him on the pitch at all costs. You can't take him off. Whether it's taking off Cole, Ollie, or Ronan, it's a worth sacrifice because then you get the best player in your team out there with, and you can even see it with Rafa. Like, immediately he can him and Rafa scores his goal. Like, it has something to do with that, man. Georgie's an incredible talent, probably a top 15 talent in the MLS.
Yep.
Duane, what do you think about, like, you could feel it, right? You were sitting pretty close to me, I think.
Yeah, we sit right where the guys warm up, and they do their little cone drills and stuff. Soon as the call came in for Georgie to run over, and get the training gear off and get into his kit, like, the crowd was, the crowd on our side in the corner saw it. They were cheering. And you just knew as soon as he got onto the field, it was go time. And that's exactly what happened. Like, he ran on and suddenly the offense looked like it was doing, knew what it was doing. It wasn't reactionary anymore. It was like on purpose. It seemed like every time the ball, came out of the final third, you look back and, like, Georgie was already there. Like, even if it was back towards Steffen, like, I don't know how he got back there because he's not Bombi fast, but he was, like, back there. Like, I was, talking to my buddy Phil, I was just like, look, like, he's already there. He just controlled the game, and, like, that's what the Rapids need. That's what we expect from Georgie. It's what is very normal for us to see when he comes on the field. There was a sense of purpose and movement, and it all filtered through Georgie, like, as soon as he got on. So, gosh, it's weird, like, how obvious and instantaneous it is when he gets on the field. Like,
absolutely,
it's strange.
Complete shift, confidence from everybody. I felt like everyone was like, "Oh, okay, Georgie's here. Let's go." Like,
yep,
that's your leader right there. That's one of your leaders.
100%. Huge chance, pretty quick. About 3 minutes after he's on, Keegan cross to Lewis, who whiffs, but it goes to Rafa, who whiffs. Both completely alone in the box. Completely. Was that as bad as it looked in person without seeing the replay?
Yeah, it was pretty
bad. Double miss. Oh, man. It looked brutal. It looked really bad, but I'm sure on camera it might have looked worse. It was horrible. Good Lord. Vines with another good cross shortly after that. Georgie puts a free kick right on, almost put one in from 35 or something. It just, like, that's like every next thing in the thread is just chance. 66th or so minute, Georgie gets slid into, draws the yellow, gets into it with the Leon players.
As he should, man. Like, again, the Leon players took advantage of the refs not throwing yellows. Like, they were throwing yellows on the Rapids, but not on Leon. Leon took advantage of that because they were like, all right, he's not going to punish us for doing any of this crap. And, like, they went after Georgie. Georgie popped up and, like, sitting, in the corner, like, put his finger like right in that guy's face. And I was like, this is exactly what I need from Georgie. Like, you know, like they just keep getting away with it because of this ref. And like Georgie put an end to it. And what you saw was the referees, you know, until stoppage time. We can talk about that later. But, you know, you saw them start to call the game, you know, more equal. You know, unfortunately, it took Harris getting absolutely bulldogged on the field to get that first yellow. And that's when I think the ref was like, oh, someone's going to die here because I'm not doing my job. And so then you see the game start to switch from an officiating standpoint.
Yeah. Yeah.
But love Georgie getting up in that dude's face. It was great.
I don't remember specifically what chance it was, but I wrote wash, rinse, repeat, another chance wasted in the box. So who knows which one that one was, but
that was Lewis coming down from the left side.
Yep.
And he had the ball. All he had to do was kick it.
Yep. And he didn't kick
and
it.
It went in, but he waited and then he passed it into a whole lot of traffic to Hoffa, who couldn't get the ball because there was like 3 other sets of legs to block it.
Rafa Georgie connection. I mean, it already kind of came up, but I mean, didn't miss a beat with him going to the Olympics and some time off for MLS. I mean, just that give and go in the box there, that Rafa little back heel, the, you know, push roller into Georgie's run. That right back came flying in and rescued it the last second. But I mean, it's exactly the stuff you want to see, man. That, I mean, that is chemistry at its finest. The stupid goal. I need one of you. I need probably Yaya to run us through the goal.
I was too far away.
I couldn't. I mean, I could not tell what was going on.
So what happened? Leon's on the break. Maxu pulls him down. He puts him in a full Nelson, like Duane likes to say,
like the Olympic wrestler he is.
Did a great job. He would have won gold, but as the other guy was falling down, elbow hits Maxu. Maxu falls, looking for the foul. When he initiated contact, ball gets pushed back. When the ball gets thrown forward, people say it's offside, but it's actually not. Sam Bynes actually is moving backwards. His hand is swinging backwards as he's going, like as he's trying to run back to save the ball, and he's trying to call for offside. And that's the thing that keeps the lone player onside. They run. It's a goal. It sucks, but Sam Bynes running back and actually him lifting up his hand for asking for the offsides, it will cost the lone player to be onsides.
Oh, God damn it. I was super pissed off in the stands, I'll tell you that much. I was so mad. I just looked at it and was like, I told you. They fucked around and they found out. That's just, it was it took me straight to the dark pids place. Like, I was just like, are you kidding me right now?
Look at Budo in the chat.
Rudo in the chat. Shout out Rudes.
Rude, the Avs can't have Steffen. He's too big for you guys.
After you guys listen to this episode and listen to every other episode of DNVR Rapids, go listen to some DNVR Avalanche. Get those numbers up. Okay, whatever. Who cares? We move. Dumb goal. They stay in. Subs happen here. Interesting subs. Lewis off, Ollie off. So you've completely switched out Ronan and Ollie, and it's basically just Cole and Georgie in midfield. You bring in Yappy, you bring in KSB. Within a few minutes, Yappy, my guy. Great ball to him at top of the box. Perfect first touch into space to give yourself a shot, and he fucking sends it to Central Park Boulevard, man. Come on.
He was passing it to Pele. Let him be.
It was beautiful, though. I mean, I was like, that's it. That's what we need. And then, womp womp. Tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
I wasn't expecting to go from there. I really wasn't.
He launched that ball.
I thought maybe he could put it on goal.
Yeah,
he 38.
He was trying to drive his foot through it.
Yeah.
He kicked it with the laces. He had to kick it with the inside of the foot to try to hit one of those corners. Just completely went over. Just again,
tough.
One of those little quick decisions that you got to make quick.
Yeah, it was tough. 7 minutes added on after that. Started with a corner. Corner should have gone in. Just an amazing save. Just an amazing save. I don't remember that guy's name off the top of my head, but he had some nice saves, including that header. Goes the other way. Leon hits the post. That had me nervous too. I was like, of course.
That's actually the moment that I thought, oh, the Rapids might win this game. Because every time you hit the post, I've seen the highlights, it goes back the other way and you allow a goal. And that's how pandemonium always starts. If
And
you
that's
hit
what
the
happened.
post, you pay. That's what happens every time.
They really tried. So I thought that last possession, because you knew it was the last possession or very close to it, right? They worked the left side, doesn't really work. They worked the right side, doesn't really work. Work it back left. And I believe it's Vines, right? That had the cross into Keegan at the back post over everybody, right? The long ball.
Was it him or was it Georgie?
Was it Georgie?
I'm not. Let me look real quick.
I thought it was Vines. Either way, Keegan, perfect back post run.
You talking about the goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Bassett to Keegan to Hoffa.
Oh, Bassett.
We're all saying different things. Let me check.
That's funny.
I think I'm right.
No, you are right, and the chat's also right. So there you go. Thanks, guys. It was pandemonium. Once the goal went in, there was no remembering that.
It had to be that.
Cole launches it. Keegan's perfect behind everybody. Taps it across. I thought Rafa was going to blow it for 1 second. I was like, this is too perfect. And he didn't. Good for him. Gets off the slide. Ties it at the death. Man. Whew. I lost it. Lost my mind. Jumping up and down. Hugging some stranger. It was amazing. Walk us through your reactions, fellas.
I was texting Duane. Duane, dude, because Duane texted us, "Hey guys, I'm heading home," and I texted him, "Duane, don't leave, Duane, just stay it." The game just got
So I always leave 4 minutes early so I can beat the traffic to get home for the post game show, so I can set up for the show. I was dejected after the goal, so I was like, all right, I'll head out 4 minutes early, but I turn on. So if there's any cops in here, shush. I put the old Apple TV on the phone.
Hell yeah.
And put it on the old dash.
Hell yeah.
Little dash holder, and I watched the game. So I was
Hell
just
yeah.
trying to keep the car on the road at that point. Meanwhile, the top of the screen keeps going, Duane, did you go home from Yaya? And then Duane, seriously, Duane. And then another Duane. And I can't write back because I'm driving and then celebrating in the car. But
insane.
Yeah.
Insane. How about you, Yaya? You were just so hyped.
Actually, I couldn't believe it. I sat there looking at the screen in complete utter disbelief. Like I usually can react pretty like crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I never expected that in my lifetime. I just kept looking at it with complete awe. My mouth was wide open, and I was just like, "Did that just happen?" I could. It was just insane.
It was great. Forces penalties to win. And we're gonna break down those penalties right after we talk about our friends at Lucy Nicotine. Man, big shouts to Lucy Nicotine. Got me through that second half for real. No doubt about it. Oh yeah, shout out Hotspur. I met you tonight at the tailgate. What's up? Good talking to you. Lucy Nicotine, 100% pure nicotine. It's always tobacco free. It's not a giant big tobacco company. They're just a small company trying to get you the best in nicotine pouches. And I think they're doing a pretty good job of it. Pouches come in a variety of strengths from 4 to 8 to 12. Tons of flavors. Espresso, apple ice, berry, mint, wintergreen, mango. What am I missing?
I use that the one I use.
Yeah,
Windscreen.
I think that's all of them.
There's probably more there. There's something later.
I love mango. That's my favorite. If you're not into pouches, they have gum, 2 milligrams, 4 milligrams, 6 milligrams. If you don't want to, have the pouch in there, just chew some gum, get your fix. I love that. And best of all, you can have a subscription. You can just have it delivered right to your door. Don't even have to think about it. You can level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. I did. I just those 4 milli mangoes, that is my absolute jam. They have just become my nicotine now. That's just what I do.
They were a great asset, man, on my road trip.
Oh, I bet. I think
kept
that
me
was
awake.
part of our last ad read was how many Lucy pouches did Yahya go through?
I was literally on the
On
road
his
looking like a squirrel. Just like
18-hour drive. Just double horseshoeing it up there.
I looked like a squirrel for a minute there. With
Good stuff. Level up your routine right now. Go to lucy.co/rapids. Use promo code rapids. 20% off your first order. It's always free shipping. That's the biggest one right there. Always free shipping, and they have a 30-day refund policy. That's lucy.co. Use code rapids. Get 20% off. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. This product contains nicotine. Warning, again, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Shout out to our friends at Lucy. And we're also brought to you, of course, by the legendary Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. We love you, Toyota. Look, I drove a Toyota to the game. I sat in the rain in my Toyota and hung out with Brendan Vogt for about 40 minutes while it was pouring rain. And it was a great time. Sound system was great. Seats were comfy, spacious.
Yeah, I
It's
just
perfect.
spent a lot of time in the parking lot today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaks Cup is cursed in Colorado.
Yep.
Now it's 2 years in a row that it rains.
You want to hear something weird about my sitting in the car experience?
Does it have to do with Toyota?
We might have been in a Toyota. We might.
Oh,
have been in
okay.
a
There we go.
Toyota.
Yeah, of course.
Might have been in a Toyota truck. I was in my buddy's truck that I'm pretty sure is Toyota because it was really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And they had some chips with a certain famous player from Miami on it.
Okay.
And they were taco flavored. And he was like, "Do you want to try one?" I tried one.
Okay.
First of all, I am shocked at how much it tasted like a taco.
Okay.
Like I could taste lettuce. I could taste lettuce on this chip. It was like eating a Taco Bell taco. Strangest Toyota moment I've had. Memorable. I'll never forget it. Thank you, Toyota. Blessings.
Having Jimmy Butler on a chip bag is weird as hell.
That's yeah. Tyler Hero was on that bag. Yeah, crazy.
Strange.
Look, you were hanging out in a Toyota truck. There are a bunch of new Toyota trucks you should get into. The 2024 Tacoma is here. The Tundra iForce Max Hybrid is here. 2024 Land Cruiser in here. Tacoma. Hello. Dylan Waterhouse.
God.
Big shouts to you.
Incredible.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Look, they have 17 different models with all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. You don't just have to get the trucks. They got the Epic 2024 4Runner, 2024 Land Cruiser, the Grand Highlander, the RAV4, tons of stuff. They also have 16 different hybrid vehicles to choose from, so you can reduce that carbon footprint. Visit your Farmers Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of the Colorado Rapids and the official vehicle of DNVR. Okay, DNVR Rapids, we are back. Late night. Mitch, Duane, Yahya is back. He's so back. Yahya, you're so fucking back, dude.
Yeah, I'm back. Whoa.
Okay, we left off at the absolute scenes of a goal at the death. A goal at the absolute death.
Grim Reaper was right there, ready to take the Rapids.
One of the most dramatic moments in recent Rapids memory. Well, since all the way back to the Rocky Mountain Cup when they scored a late penalty to win. Yeah. By the way, missed you on that Rocky Mountain Cup post game, my guy.
I
Woo!
celebrated. Trust me, I celebrated.
We'll get your thoughts on the midweek show this week. But well, great. Anyways, we're having a great time. Go straight to penalties. And I don't know. I just felt good going into penalties. I can't explain why.
Because Steffen was a total badass all night.
Maybe because Zack Steffen was a brick wall.
It's also momentum. When you score the last goal to take it a penalty, it has you feeling good. It's a mental game. At the end of the day, the Rapids had the momentum. They felt more confident, and that's exactly what propelled Zack to have that great performance.
It was amazing. So first round, Georgie's the first penalty taker, fresh off converting a penalty at the Olympics. And he buries it. Leon also makes theirs 1-1. Cole steps up, nails it. No doubt about it. Those two stepping up, I was not worried.
Honestly, the first four.
Right.
I was not worried in the first four.
We'll get to the fifth. Very confusing. Rafa comes up. Didn't really do his stutter. The last couple he's just run at the ball. Right? I mean, he did his stutter, but he didn't do the stutter run stop kick thing. He kind of took out the end stop.
Yeah, he just put it in. Love that.
Great for him to get off the slide. That is his first goal since before he was signed permanently. Since late June.
Yeah, he needed it.
He needed it.
It broke the curse. 12 goals now.
He got the goal. He got the penalty right after. He's back. Our guy's back.
It didn't. I'm telling you, I wasn't scared for Rafa either. The first three guys went up there, and I'm like, these guys are good penalty takers. They're good players. It felt right for them to take it.
It was
Rafa
awesome.
didn't terrify me at all. And the next guy didn't either. Like, I was like, this is our fourth guy. This is one of the good ones.
So Rafa makes it. Steffen guessed correctly. He guessed correctly on all of them, by the way. So shout out to the scouting department for whoever was responsible for putting together video of Leon penalties, because goddamn, you nailed it. Zack guessed the right way. Every single guess. Saves the third one. Moise walks up. The automatic PK man.
Wait. You can't just gloss over who he blocked.
Go ahead.
He blocked none other than El Principito Andrés Guardado, Mexico legend, a dude that played all over Europe, has won the Bundesliga, has been a legend in Betis, a guy that is well tested, one of the legends of CONCACAF, top 10 player in the history of Mexico. Is he over his prime? Yes, but a penalty is a penalty. It's a mental game at the end of the day, and being able to block one of that type of guy, it's incredible, man. Like
that is a big deal.
Even the little underlying like USA Mexico rivalry already going on. Then you have Zack, who's played for the national team, and you have Andres, who played for the national team, and they've actually faced each other in tournaments in the past. Like, it's such a weird kind of meeting point that it's with Leon in the Rapids in the Marcelo Balboa Cup at the Dick. It's just such a weird kind of like place to end up at.
For real, what a moment. God, Zack was so good tonight, man.
I think that was kind of underrated, like kind of all of that built in that.
Our guy Moise, the automatic PK machine, the penalty converter, the wonder kid. He just steps up, buries it. He buried 2 as the second penalty guy for Canada at Copa. Comes back here, steps up, buries it. I did not sweat for that one even a little bit.
I kind of want to see Moise and Yappy switch spots and see what happens.
I think it would work really well.
A little parent trap.
I think it would work very well. So doesn't get the save. That next one was buried. Like side netting, like no, like you're not saving this no matter what you do. Man, that was actually really nice. That was probably their best penalty. So Maxu steps up. Let's just, like, I said that out loud right there. That's a weird thing. I shouldn't be saying that when you have Kamani, Vines, Keegan.
Ronan was still in the game?
No, Ronan got subbed out for
Morgan got
Georgie.
subbed.
Wait, was Ollie then?
No, Ollie got subbed out too. It was Vines, Lewis, right? KSB, Keegan. Right there. That's 4 I would have going first, right?
And Yappy.
And then Yappy too. And Omir. Yeah. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised that went with Maxu. Very surprised. I have never seen Maxu take a penalty. Not that I go to every practice or anything, but I do go to a lot of practices, and I've never seen him take a penalty.
I wonder if it was a little bit of like, let's see if we can throw him off a little bit.
Sure.
Or he just kind of told him smash it as hard as you
right. Can. Anyways, I thought he took it. I mean, he struck it fine, but keeper knew what was coming. And
it was also a great save from the keeper.
Yeah.
Because the ball was basically already past him, put his leg up, and was able to get his hand behind it. It was just a good save at the end of the day.
No, yeah, I mean, look, good strike, but sometimes you get saved. Zach steps up to save to win. And what does he do? He doesn't just save it, doesn't just hit it, doesn't block it. He smothers it, catches it, absorbs it.
Caught it.
He caught it
in the ball, and he caught it just to rub it in.
No doubt about it. This ball is not going in. It is mine. The game is mine. The game is ours. Rapids advance. Taking on Juarez on Friday. God, it felt good. And that ends the longest game breakdown we have ever done on this post-game show. Wow. Double segment to break down that game. Crazy.
Also, real quick, the last guy that got blocked, I feel kind of bad for him. He in a lot of controversy in Mexico because he just made a big move from Club America because he had a bad spell. He's coming out to Leon trying to get his career right in the right path, and this is kind of one of the first things that happens. That's kind of rough.
Ooh. Well, sucks to suck, dude. Steffen was a brick wall tonight, baby. Let's go.
There's a lot of, we don't realize there's so many more storylines on the other side that are bigger too because of it's just a different league.
I mean, it's not a good look. I mean, Mexico, rough Liga MX's performance in this one, you know, like really rough Liga MX's performance in this tournament so far.
Yeah, it feels like they just don't really care. America's still playing like friendlies against like Arsenal and Fulham and
sure.
And Real Madrid. It just feels like the big ones, the big guns that usually come in here and try to win everything. This year, we're just kind of like, all right, we did it last year. This is going to be a yearly thing. Do we have to keep doing it? Kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised. I mean, look, like Austin, who is like not a very good MLS team, swept
Monterrey
and Pumas.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. Like,
yeah,
it feels like the lower Liga MX teams are the ones that are kind of rising above it because they're just kind of like, let's try to see if we can win anything.
Yeah, like Atlas, Toluca. Who else got a win? But I mean, a lot of eliminated Mexican teams in this. So like,
and it's like the upper tier ones. And again, that didn't take away against the MLS teams because I think they're doing incredible. The MLS teams are taking it seriously and they're out there competing and getting fun games match day after match day. And that's what the fans want and deserve in this kind of tournament. I'm just really disappointed that the Liga MX teams didn't bring that kind of same energy. Sure. And they feel like they're just kind of letting it go because they don't really care about the tournament. They rather get the money from like the international friendlies that they're getting out in all these other places, you know? And it's really disappointing because I wish that it would make for great competition if they all just kind of went at it full strength.
I thought this was a pretty well contested game.
This is for sure one of them.
This was a fun, both teams wanted it, right? Like the Rapids don't want 3 weeks off, right? Neither team wants to just do nothing for 3 weeks. I thought they both brought it, and it was really fun. But you're right. Overall, it does feel like just the oomph is a little less there. after Messi won it last year, and they just don't seem to care as much.
Yeah, and again, tonight I thought Leon wanted it. You could tell they wanted it.
Absolutely.
They were disappointed when they tied the game. Not saying nothing about them. I'm talking more about in general what it kind of feels like.
It was awesome. I had so much fun. What a great game. What a great win. We are going to get into our moment of the game. We're going to get into the flowers from the fellas on the other side. But first we got to talk about DNVR, baby. DNVR events. There's a whole bunch coming up, and we want you there. Number one, it's tailgate season. It is tailgate season right around the corner. We have 2 great locations, 2 great tailgates. Our Broncos tailgate is right behind the Sports Fan on Federal. It is right above all the tailgates in the Broncos parking lots. View of the stadium, view of the parties below you, view of downtown. Great vibes, great food, great music. Primo Hoagies will be there this year. And the first one, the preseason game, we're doing one preseason game. It's against the Packers, and it's $10. That's all you can drink beer. We're gonna have illegal Pete's cater it. It's gonna be a blast. Little dry run to get us ready for the regular season. So come check that out. Tickets at DNVR, thednvr.com/events. And then the Buffs tailgates are right on Arapahoe, or just off Arapahoe between 28th and 29th, right there at the old Ralphie's bar. So close to walk to the stadium. There's parking included. We have 25 spots, so you can get your tailgate spot and get a parking spot and knock it out right there. You don't have to park, walk to our tailgate, figure it out. You can get spots right at our place. We're going to rotate food through there. We've done breakfast in the past from IHOP. We've had Pete's, we've had barbecue, we've had all sorts of stuff. So who knows what each week will be, but it's going to be super fun. So make sure to check that out. And there's a Rockies takeover coming up on the 17th, and it's Todd Helton night, and that's super cool. I want that Helton bobblehead, baby. I want him winning the beating Arizona when that's the bobblehead, like his moment, like the iconic Rockies image for October. So
the most iconic image in all of Rockies history.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. First 30,000 fans get those. So make sure you check that. We'll make sure the party bus leaves the bar stocked with beers. You'll get there early enough to get in, get a bobblehead. You can see his Hall of Fame plaque at the stadium. Should be a ceremony beforehand to celebrate him. Pretty cool, and pretty cool that you get to do it with a group of diehard fans. So check that out, thednvr.com/events. Tons of stuff. Our golf tournament's coming up on the 16th, on the same the day before at Legacy Ridge. That's super fun. Duane has had all sorts of fun in our golf tournaments, and he doesn't even golf.
I don't even golf, man. Golf.
And I have a blast.
I don't even do it.
In them.
So it's super fun.
From all angles, it's a great time. So come hang out. Check that out. Again, thednvr.com/events. And we'll be right back after this short break. All right, we're back. DNVR Rapids late night winners lounge, baby. Woo! Duane, Mitch, and Yaya just hanging out. Oof. Ooh, I'm in such a good mood after that win. It was just, it was such a blast. All right, let's now go to our extraordinary moment of the game presented by UC Health. There's only one. There is only one, and it is the Rafa goal in the last minute of stoppage time to tie it, force penalties. All the narratives involved, right? Cole with the service, who carried the team in Georgie's absence to the Rocky Mountain Cup win. Keegan, the all-star starter, Mr. Rapid. Rafa getting off the slide, getting his 12th of the year, kind of breaking his curse, tying it in a knockout game, essentially, although it's technically a group game, but for all intents and purposes, it was a knockout game in the Rapids history. And knockout games, it was scarring, and it was late, and it was like they need to get one now, or it's chalk it up again to another bad moment when the Rapids need a great moment. And your best, without not including Georgie, your best players made a play. And goddamn, it was beautiful. It was just, you could see it coming. Keegan, perfect run, perfect pass. Very happy for him. We talked to him in the presser yesterday, and it's just what a time. What a time. Easiest moment of the game call we've ever had.
Good for Rafa, man. It feels so good for him. Getting back on that, it's gonna open up everything for the Rapids if he can just keep scoring.
Oh yeah. I think he's back. He's had a lot of chances the last few games. He's putting himself in great position. He's working as hard as ever. Is he back, Duane? Is Rafa back?
I don't know yet. I need to see a MLS goal.
What if he scores against Juarez on Friday?
He's probably back then. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's 2 in a row. That's all you need.
Yeah.
All you need,
then it's a little consistency. Then we're moving.
I'm very happy for him. That guy. You could tell he was getting frustrated at some of those missed chances.
Yep.
What a moment. Head to uchealth.org/tomorrow and take care of your mental health today so you can have better tomorrows. Shout out to our friends at UC Health. Yeah, Conifer in the Toyo chat, you're right. Great seeing the celebration, the reaction. He just seems so relieved and so happy that like he can't even like contain his like stokedness, you know what I mean? He's just like
He's like a child that doesn't know how to express his feelings.
Right. Oh man, it was so good to see. All right, it's time for everybody's favorite segment that we do. It's flowers from the fellas, baby. Oh, look at us. Looks so nice making those flowers. And I believe, Yaya, it is your turn.
Give me the easy one, baby. We just talked about him, Rafa. Getting that goal, getting back on the tally. Can he still break the record?
Maybe. He has 8 games. So he basically needs to score a goal a game.
He needs what, 5?
He's at 11, so he needs 5 to tie, 6 to 7. Mm-hmm.
Can he still do it?
But it's got to be. I don't know if League Cup.
No, they don't. He has 11 in MLS.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has 11 just so.
Yeah.
Now, if he gets back on a roll, does he get it? I think
it's very possible.
I like
especially if you can throw a brace in there early, like maybe either the Dallas or Portland game, which are the first 2 back. If you can get 2 goals out of that, he's sitting pretty, I think.
He has a shot at least to tie it, that's for sure.
Might be time to break the tracker graphic back.
That's what I was thinking.
I haven't been thinking about it.
Yeah, of course.
Ever since we signed him, I'm like,
company, of course.
Ever since we signed him, I'm like, oh, we can make the countdown graphic. And then I'm like, oh, we can't.
I'm glad we didn't debut the graphic after his 11th goal, because we would have had to really search through the files to post it again, because we haven't been able to use it.
I actually was cleaning my computer and I saw it earlier today.
Oh no. Great flowers though. Obviously half of shouts. Duane, you're up, buddy.
Oh man. I just watched a video, guys.
Okay.
Just a few minutes ago. And it's a follow-up to a video that I saw the cameraman in the studio up on that big glorious video screen that we all love at the Dick. And there was a fan, I think in C38, not sure where, wearing a luchador mask of a wrestler named La Parka, who is one of my favorites. Just a true king of silliness and fun, hitting dudes with chairs, doing this crazy dance, the Yaya knows. And I saw it immediately, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. Someone's wearing a La Parka mask. Guys, I just watched a video of one Zack Steffen walking to the crowd, grabbing that mask, and putting on the La Parka mask and flexing to C38. And it might be my new favorite Rapids moment.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That dude having a superhero like game before we even get to kicks.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 big saves in kicks. And then goes over, puts on a luchador mask and celebrates with the crowd. Is there anybody that deserves more beautiful flowers than Zack Steffen tonight? That dude was at his best. We all lived our best Rapids lives tonight because Zack Steffen was just a wall. Man, it was awesome. Like, even in the first half, in a sleepy first half, Zack Steffen was making it exciting.
Yeah, he had 3 big saves in that first half. It wasn't all just clutch hours. It was from the very early goings. A couple of reaction saves, maybe not the most dangerous shots. Like he could see, they were long shots, but they went right on goal. He had to get his hands up and make a stop. And
huge
3 times in that first half. How many times was he under duress on the counter where it was kind of like, I'm the one that has to do this
by himself.
And he did. And so, shout out to him for not letting the defensive lapses ruin this game. They're the reason that he was in it. So
he was just superstar level tonight.
Absolutely.
Like you said, Mitch, when it broke down in front of him, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get. And all we got tonight was superstar level Zack Steffen. He was incredible. Dude had a massive game.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very cool to see. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm going to give flowers to Georgie.
Oh, shocker.
Come on, man. Flowers alone for his Olympic performance. 2 goals with the Olympic team. Another on the woodwork. It was nice to see him be able to represent his country. Fun to watch him on TV, wearing the Team USA kit. And then to come back like in play about 54 hours later after the Olympic loss on Friday, he's here, comes in for most of the, plays over 30 minutes, plays most of that second half, and the game changed immediately. He's for real. I think I had some hyperbole earlier in the season, but I was like, we may be watching the most talented Rapid ever right now, right? This might be the best Rapid ever. And he's not hurting that argument at all with performances like this. So he was great. What do you think of Georgie tonight, Yahir?
All I could think about when he was playing was, this guy played in 2014. He would have been in that World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
He would have been part of that 2014 World Cup. That's all I could think. You put him in that 2002 World Cup, I think he reaches the 2000. I think anything from 2002 to 2014, he plays for the national team. Right now, I think the pool is just too big, and it's really hard to stand out, just in general for the U.S. But back when the pool was a little bit smaller and your talent could really be valued in in America, I think he'd be a star on that team. Like, that's all I can think about him while watching him play tonight.
He was great. All right, who you got? Flowers.
I'm gonna be honest. That was it for me tonight.
Wow.
No, I'll give a flower to Bombi.
Okay, I thought he was very good. I thought him and Maxu both, despite those bad, counter chances, I thought mostly were pretty good.
The one reason I give a flower to Bombi, well, I'll give him 2. One for showing his speed against a Leon player and completely dusting him. And the Leon player thought he had a couple of feet on him. Loved that. I thought that was fun. Second one for that penalty. The calmest penalty anybody took tonight by a mile.
Absolutely. And buried it. He's a machine. Duane, you got any flowers?
I do. It's not a player. It's Rapids fans.
Oh, Rapids fans.
It's Rapids fans. Not Rapid man. It's just obvious he gets flowers whenever he wants them.
He'll just drown the flowers. We don't need
I was worried that it was going to be a sea of green in the stadium tonight. and
No.
there was all kinds of burgundy.
Oh yeah.
The crowd represented. They cheered for the team. At times, it felt a little bit like an away game because of the PA. Like the PA and the music and everything was very much Club Leon based, and that probably came from Leagues Cup.
Well, it was a home game for them, technically, right? That's why the Rapids were in blue.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a home game in our home.
Well, Toluca was the home team last year.
Man, get out with that bullshit.
Well, take it up.
You come to someone else's stadium and call it
I don't care.
Good Lord, could Leagues Cup be any dumber about that?
Leagues Cup is dumb. As we said all last episode.
So dumb.
It is a very stupid contest, but we love it.
Wow, boy, do our fans travel well then, because we really showed up on the road at this away
huge road game crowd.
That Commerce City Drive ain't no joke, man.
Biggest C38 road appearance of all time.
Anyway, I really thought it was going to be a lot more green in that stadium, and there was all kinds of burgundy. The fans were, pretty loud. C38 was leading the chants, and I just thought it was cool because I really did think a lot of those friendlies over the years that I've been to against Mexican teams, like I felt like the only Rapids fan there, and it did not feel that way at all tonight. So high fives, even though we all sat in our cars getting dumped on with rain, waiting for the game to start. Everybody stuck with it, and it was cool to see. So good job. Good job, Rapids fans, for showing up.
I would like to shout out flowers for Keegan Rosenberry, the all-star starter. Keegan Rosenberry.
The all-starter.
The all-starter. Wow. That's a good one.
You better copyright that before the NBA gets it or somebody else.
Yeah.
Man, he was what a moment. Perfect run, perfect pass. He actually kicked it straight into Rafa's forehead, so there was no chance that it wouldn't be a goal. He was like, I'm not gonna let any forwards blow this chance at a goal. I will do the math and the geometry on where it's going into your face so it goes into the goal.
It was more of a deflection than a goal by Rafa.
Yeah. He was just an object for Keegan to kick a goal.
Keegan's brain would think that way too.
I know.
100%.
He was great. Anything we missed, guys? Anything else we need to go over from this Winners Lounge?
We're back at it on Friday.
Ooh, and we have a show Wednesday. I'm so excited. We have so much to talk about.
Man, I hope it's a home game at our stadium on Friday.
I'm sorry, it's in Juarez.
Huh?
It's in Juarez.
No, it's not.
Is it in Juarez or is it in Juarez Commerce City?
It's in El Paso, actually.
That'd be fun. Isn't it basically just down I-25 and then like a little over to get to El Paso? Like
it's literally just a huge city divided by a border.
Well, isn't it like the closest Mexican border city to us? The closest Mexican big city to us?
To Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think it could be popping on Friday.
Oh, there's a bunch of people from Chihuahua here. Then a lot of people might go.
Is that the team that people in Chihuahua root for?
Not really.
Who's the team in Chihuahua?
That's the team, but nobody roots for them.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's funny.
We will be away at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Well, yeah, the Rapids are the second to last seed.
I know. It's all based on last year's MLS rankings.
Yeah.
That's so
wooden
stupid.
Spoon contenders aren't going to be seeded.
Man, it's going to be great. So everybody, pack a lunch to drive all the way over to Commerce City for the away game.
Get your oil checked beforehand, rotate your tires, make sure the car's ready to go for the long trip to
show those Leagues Cup planners
Yeah.
that we travel well.
I was talking to our guy.
Dwayne
Julie
is really
Curtis.
bothered by this.
It's
Well, I was
so
talking to Julio,
stupid.
man, about this at the tailgate, and this tournament would slap so hard with true away days in Mexico. Leagues Cup would be the greatest tournament on the planet if we got to go to freaking Monterrey or Mazatlan or Mexico City or any of them. Name them. I want to go.
I would have
at home. It's not fair to them.
One of my dreams is to go to the Toluca Stadium. If I would have done that to watch the Rapids play, oh my God, I would have died happy.
Man,
like,
oh well. We have to go to a away game in Commerce City, Colorado. It's gonna be blessed. Yeah, plug us out of here.
Let's see if I remember how to do this. DNVR just go Rapids on Twitter, follow us there. 5-star review wherever you hear this podcast or a podcast. Please give this video a like and a thumbs up and share it with somebody that you know. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're so close to 100K. I keep saying that, but we need just about 10, 15K more, and we're right there. We'd really appreciate it, guys, if you helped us out with all of that.
Duane?
Yeah. Get on the road. Get to the road game in Commerce City, Colorado. We're going to Dick's Sporting Goods Park to show Juarez what's up. We're going to bring it to their stadium. Can't wait. Everyone in Burgundy on the road.
That's
Incredible.
right. That's right.
Oh, man. I hope they don't cram us into that away section. Oh, man, that would be a bummer.
One thing we didn't get into, but I think needs to be pointed out very quickly is I didn't love the kits for Leon tonight, but all of the people in the crowd with the white, green, and yellow, you can make some great soccer swag with white, green, and yellow as the colors. Like
the away kit's pretty fire.
It looks good. So shouts to that. Other than that, I hate you. Suck it. Take that L. Get back to Mexico.
Whoa there.
They're going back to Leon. That's where they are. I actually meant. Hey, all right,
What?
whatever.
You know
at home. I thought they were at home.
That's right. They were at home. All right. Get back to America, Rapids. What a night.
I'm sorry.
Become a diehard at the DNVR.com. It helps us out. You get discounts on merch. You get discounts at the bar. You get discounts on events. You get behind the paywall and all the fun content into the Discord channels. Maybe join the Madden League. I'm sure there's going to be a college football league at some point, if there's not already in that Discord, because this whole company has been college football 25 build. So get in there. Check it out. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Watch every single episode of DNVR Rapids after you finish this one. Go back from the beginning. Like them all. 5 stars wherever. And
if you're watching on Twitter,
get in here.
Get 104 people watching right now.
Wow.
104 potential likes.
Wow. Thanks for watching. 104 people on Twitter. Now come over here, give us a thumbs up. That would be insane if I woke up tomorrow and there was 100 likes on this YouTube video, but man, I'd love it.
20 views.
Yeah. More important than all of that, after one hell of a win, baby, up the pit.
We all silly like the mayor.